Life is full of challenges. We all face stress, pressure, and uncertainty. It can feel overwhelming, but there is a way to navigate these difficulties with strength and resilience. That way is Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control. It emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in harmony with nature. While it originated centuries ago, Stoicism's wisdom is timeless and incredibly relevant to our lives today. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes from within. It's not about external circumstances, but about how we respond to them. By focusing on our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we can find peace and fulfillment. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, Stoicism offers a powerful framework for finding tranquility and navigating life's ups and downs with grace and fortitude. One of the most important principles of Stoicism is the idea of control. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control our reactions. When we focus on what we can control, we empower ourselves. We shift our energy from worry and anxiety to action and problem solving. For example, we can't control the traffic on our way to work, but we can control whether we leave early to allow for delays. We can't control a difficult coworker, but we can control how we respond to their behavior. By recognizing the difference between what we can and can't control, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress. We can then focus on making wise choices within our sphere of influence. Mindfulness is another key aspect of Stoic philosophy. It is about being present in the moment, fully engaged in what we're doing. Our minds often wander. We dwell on the past or worry about the future. This takes us away from the present moment, the only moment we truly have. Stoicism encourages us to bring our attention back to the here and now. When we eat, we should focus on the taste of our food. When we walk, we should pay attention to the sensations of our body moving. By practicing mindfulness, we appreciate the simple joys of life. We also become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, which allows us to manage them better. Acceptance is a fundamental principle in Stoicism. It doesn't mean giving up or resigning ourselves to difficult situations. Instead, it's about acknowledging reality as it is, without resistance. We often struggle against things we can't change. This only creates more suffering. Stoicism teaches us to accept what we cannot control and to focus our energy on what we can. For example, imagine you're stuck in a long line at the grocery store. You can get frustrated and impatient, or you can accept the situation. You can use the time to practice mindfulness, catch up on a podcast, or simply observe the people around you. By practicing acceptance, we find peace and serenity even in challenging circumstances. We can approach life's ups and downs with greater equanimity. Section 5. The importance of looking inward. Self-reflection in Stoicism. Stoicism places great emphasis on self-reflection. Examining our thoughts, beliefs, and actions is crucial for personal growth. It's easy to go through life on autopilot, reacting to situations without much conscious thought. But taking the time to reflect allows us to understand ourselves better. We can identify patterns of behavior that might be holding us back, and we can make conscious choices to live more in alignment with our values. Keeping a journal is a powerful tool for self-reflection. It allows us to process our emotions, identify triggers, and track our progress over time. Regularly asking ourselves questions like, what went well today? And what could I have done better? Can lead to profound insights and positive change. Section 6. Cultivating gratitude, a Stoic path to contentment. Gratitude is another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It is a practice that has been emphasized by many great Stoic thinkers throughout history. It's about appreciating the good things in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. This simple act of recognition can have profound effects on our overall happiness and mental well-being. Our modern world often encourages us to focus on what we lack. We are constantly reminded of the things we don't have, the experiences we haven't had, and the achievements we haven't reached. We're bombarded with messages about what we should buy, how we should look, and what we should achieve. These messages can create a sense of inadequacy and a never-ending pursuit of more. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. We start to believe that we are not enough, that our lives are lacking in some fundamental way. Stoicism reminds us to shift our perspective. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and to let go of what we cannot. Instead of dwelling on what we don't have, we can choose to appreciate what we do have. This shift in focus can transform our outlook on life. We can practice gratitude by taking a few moments each day to reflect on the things we're thankful for. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a quiet moment to think. It could be our health, our loved ones, a beautiful sunset, or a simple act of kindness. These moments of gratitude can be found in the most ordinary aspects of our daily lives. By cultivating gratitude, we train our minds to focus on the positive, which leads to greater contentment and well-being. This practice not only benefits us, but also those around us, creating a ripple effect of positivity and appreciation. Section 7. Stoicism in action, applying wisdom to daily challenges. Stoicism is not merely a set of abstract ideas, but a practical philosophy for daily living. It offers a toolkit for navigating the complexities of modern life with grace and resilience. Its principles can be applied to a wide range of challenges, from managing stress at work to dealing with difficult relationships. Whether you're facing a minor inconvenience or a major life crisis, Stoicism provides a framework for maintaining inner peace. For instance, imagine you're facing a challenging project at work. The pressure is mounting and the stakes are high. The deadline is looming and you're feeling overwhelmed. It's easy to get lost in the chaos and let anxiety take over. Instead of panicking, you can apply Stoic principles. These principles can serve as a guiding light, helping you navigate through the storm. First, focus on what you can control. This is a fundamental Stoic practice that can immediately reduce stress. You can break down the project into smaller, more manageable tasks. This makes the work seem less daunting and more achievable. You can create a realistic schedule and stick to it. A well-structured plan can provide a sense of direction and purpose. You can also communicate with your colleagues and ask for support if needed. Second, practice acceptance. This means understanding that some things are beyond your control. Accept that you will likely encounter obstacles along the way. This acceptance can help you remain calm and composed. Don't dwell on setbacks, but view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Each challenge is a chance to improve and become more resilient. Be grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow through this challenge. Gratitude can transform your perspective and make even the toughest situations more bearable. Appreciate the skills and talents you're developing. Recognize that each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. By applying Stoic principles, you can approach even the most daunting challenges with a sense of calm and clarity. This mindset not only helps you tackle immediate problems, but also builds a foundation for long-term resilience and well-being. Section 8. Dealing with difficult people. A Stoic approach. One of the most common sources of stress in life is dealing with difficult people. Whether it's a demanding boss, a negative coworker, or a challenging family member, difficult people can really drain our energy and test our patience. Stoicism offers a valuable perspective on navigating these relationships. It reminds us that we cannot control other people's behavior, but we can control our own reactions. Instead of getting caught up in their negativity, we can choose to respond with calmness and composure. We can set healthy boundaries, assert ourselves respectfully, and refuse to be drawn into their drama. Remember that everyone is fighting their own battles. Instead of judging or condemning, try to approach difficult people with empathy and compassion. This doesn't mean condoning their behavior, but it can help you maintain your own inner peace. Section 9. Overcoming adversity. Finding strength in Stoic principles. Life is full of ups and downs. We all face challenges, setbacks, and even tragedies. It's during these difficult times that Stoicism's wisdom can be most comforting and empowering. Stoicism teaches us that adversity is an inevitable part of life. It's not something to be feared or avoided, but rather an opportunity for growth and resilience. When we face challenges, we can choose to view them as tests of our character. We can use them to develop our inner strength, our perseverance, and our ability to overcome obstacles. Remember that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. As Section 10, the Stoic perspective on death and loss. Death is a natural part of life, yet it's something we often avoid thinking about. We tend to push it to the back of our minds, hoping it won't touch us or those we love. Stoicism encourages us to contemplate our own mortality, not in a morbid way, but as a reminder to live each day to the fullest. By facing the reality of death, we can better appreciate the time we have. When we accept our own mortality, we gain a new appreciation for the preciousness of life. Each moment becomes more valuable, and we start to see the beauty in the everyday. We're less likely to take things for granted, and more likely to pursue our passions and live in alignment with our values. This mindset helps us prioritize what truly matters. Stoicism also offers solace in times of grief and loss. It provides a framework for understanding and coping with the inevitable pain that comes with losing someone dear. It reminds us that loss is a part of life and that pain is a natural response to it. This understanding can be comforting, knowing that our feelings are valid and shared by many. Instead of trying to suppress or deny our grief, Stoicism encourages us to allow ourselves to feel it fully. Embracing our emotions can be a powerful step towards healing. By acknowledging and processing our emotions, we can eventually move through our grief and find healing. This journey, though difficult, can lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of life. Section 11. Finding Meaning and Purpose, a Stoic Perspective. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, it's natural to question our place in it all. We all long for a sense of meaning and purpose. Stoicism teaches us that true meaning comes from within. It's not about our external achievements or possessions, but about living a virtuous life. The Stoics believe that we all have a role to play in the universe. Our purpose is to live in accordance with nature, to cultivate our character, and to contribute to the well-being of others. We can find meaning by focusing on our relationships, contributing to our communities, and pursuing work that aligns with our values. By living a life of purpose, we create a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond ourselves. Section 12. Live like a Stoic, embracing wisdom for a fulfilling life. Stoicism is not a destination, but a journey. It's a lifelong practice of cultivating wisdom, virtue, and resilience. By incorporating Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and find lasting peace and fulfillment. Remember to focus on what you can control, live in the present moment, accept what is, practice self-reflection, and cultivate gratitude. By embracing these principles, you can create a life of meaning, purpose, and inner peace.